This was, I wasn't sure if I had shown this drone yet, but this is the DE22 folding GPS drone by DRC. So this is one of their big boys. And it does have some weight to it. So let's open it up and see what we got. Oh yeah, I don't think I've shown this one yet. So cool. And let me check for messages, because I keep hearing like that little jingle go off, and I don't know if that's somebody out there in the audience looking for some questions or anything going on. Oh, Lucas out there says hello. Hello, Lucas. Thanks for tuning in and watching. And man, I get thirsty like it's crazy. But the Alpha Brain helps me stay on track, because I'm like one of those, my wife calls me the dog and the squirrel. Like a dog sees a squirrel and it's like loses its focus. That's me. So, all right. So this one comes in a super nice looking case. It's got a nice little handle on the thing. So that's pretty cool. So we'll open this one up. And yeah, I guess I don't think I've shown this one yet. So that's cool. Which means I have to do a flight video. So stay tuned. So it's got the booklet on this. I've got a bunch of little pieces in here. It looks like that is your little propeller kit. So we'll show this on the other side. So yeah, I'm not gonna, well, yeah, I guess I gotta open it. So you have your USB, that's probably like your charger, that's in there. And then you have a bunch of propellers, it feels like, and some other small parts. Oh, okay, this is super smart. Okay, so they put your Allen key in with a bunch of loose bolts, nuts and bolts in there. So, man, like it's DRC, you guys have it going on, because you do what needs to be done with all your stuff. And back in my day, like I'm talking like I'm 100 years old, but back in my day it was, you would get like one battery with your toy. You would get, you know, no spare parts. You broke it, you're out. So needless to say, the day after Christmas, all my stuff was broken. But okay, so I can't believe I haven't messed around with this one. Okay, so you get two batteries in here, or actually you get one battery. Correction, before I get too far. Felt like two batteries, but that is a nice beefy cell for some serious flight. This is the drone, and I gotta be honest with you, it's got some meat to it. It feels heavy, heavier than most of the drones that I own. And I have a lot of drones. Like, don't be envious. It's just, you know, people have their hobbies. I seem to collect things from Amazon, which I'm sure Amazon's like super happy to hear. But so that is your, this thing looks like an animal. This thing is like crazy. Oh, you do get two batteries. So I correct my my correction. Two batteries. So let's pull these two tabs off the propellers. I think I just dropped one on the floor, but that's okay. So again, like all their other products, it has these foldable propellers, which the first time I saw, gotta be honest with you, I was not a fan, because you know, when drones were first coming out and I was buying them, all the propellers were like fixed propellers. And I'm just like, how is a folding propeller actually gonna work? But pleasantly surprised, it's actually my preferred thing to look for in drones. First thing I look for, one, that you can fold the arms in, and two, that the blades fold in like that. So it's easy transport. I travel all over the place, so I'm constantly looking. So yeah, you get two cells, you get two batteries. That is great. Great, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, DRC, for just doing it right. Okay, so that's like your little travel foam piece. Obviously hang on to that, so if you are traveling, you can store the battery in there without having too much issues. All right, so here's the remote. I honestly can't believe I had this laying around in the studio and I just haven't showed it off yet. But Okay, so it has a more robust, I guess it's all taped together. We'll have to untape that. Robust phone holder, cell phone holder, you know, not phone holder, because I think of phone holder, I think of those paid telephones back in the day. Okay, so I'll just take that tape off. It's not like a tape, but it's like an elastic. So that is your, and I think that might be big enough to put my, yeah, so that is my, what kind of phone is this? Oh, this is my Apple, like it comes on with that. That is my Apple 13 Pro, I think. I don't know. So holds that. It's got a screen that will show you kind of like, here, I'll hold it more on this. So it has your different modes and stuff that will be represented there. I like that it has a big bold stop button. It has your home button, which is another thing that DRC has done right on their drones, and Holy Stone for that matter. When you hit the home button, they come back and they will land right in front of you, exactly from where they had taken off from. And I tested this out on the other drone in Florida. Same thing. I was actually 6 feet away from where I started the drone, and I was able to still land basically right in front of me. So their GPS is spot on. Keep this unfolded. It has 2 massive handles on the bottom of that, and then you have your flight antennas that go up. So I mean that's totally awesome. And then you have 2 controllers on the other side. It's probably going to work the axis for the camera. You do have a record button for the video side of the camera, and then you have a picture taking part for the other side of the camera. So that is fantastic, because not only can you take video, but you can take still images as well. Even though I edit a lot of my videos so I can get stills out of there, there's sometimes I like to make it like kind of like a buffer. So on this platform, when you are out there and you're taking pictures, you're recording a video, you can hit the picture button, and it kind of like puts a spot like, hey, pay particular attention to where I put this picture at, so you can see what's going on there. And then you have the cover of your camera, your gimbal, that's right here. So just pull that off. We'll pull the sticker off, I should say. So that gives you kind of an idea of how you're gonna, I should probably look at that myself. Please remove the gimbal cover before turning on power switch, because that's gonna want to do a calibration of that. And so it basically kind of releases, and I mean, you can tell that you have all sorts of stability control. And it has a little plastic cover for the lens, so you can take that off as well. And so I would imagine the footage you're going to get out of this is going to be super stable. One, because you have a beast size of a drone, and then on top of that, you have a really super springy, I guess is the word, for the gimbal. So that's going to make sure that you get great stable pictures on that little guy. Oh, I'm so excited, like I lose my spot sometimes. So it does have a room for an onboard card, as I was looking through it, and it looks like the card is on that side. So it's one of those micro SD cards. I'm not sure which way it goes in, but that segues into the next part about it. Make sure that you are reading your manuals on these drones carefully. There is so much information and so much that these things do that it's, I gotta sit for a second. There's so much information on these drones. I'm actually, on the ones that I fly, like the 720 on a regular basis, I find new features all the time. So it's like anywhere from getting better GPS control through the initial calibration of I guess the gyros on the drones. There's a lot of stuff that you gotta take a look at. It's an easy, quick read. You follow step by step. It's pretty easy. If you watch my 720 video on Amazon on its product page, I go through the step-by-step instructions on how to set that up. I guess I don't need this bag anymore because this thing is awesome. And it folds up into its case. And I gotta be honest with you, this one's a little bit bigger than the other, the 720 Holy Stone drone. But it's still, like, you can probably still put this into a beefier backpack and bring it on a hike with you. But this one is definitely more of the a professional end drone that you're going to be using out there in the field. But yeah, this thing is awesome. 4K 3840 by 2160, 5G transmission, GPS 1 key return, 1500 meter flight range. Yeah, that's great. And the range that I get on these are actually pretty spectacular, considering that I kind of live in an area where we don't have a lot of interference with different cell towers and stuff. I mean, quite honestly, my cell service is terrible where I live. But in a way, that's good, because then I have clearer images that are being transmitted from the drone to my screens. So I'm able to, I guess, capture better stuff. But yeah, that is that.